Majesty, I beg thee, forgive me. "30 moons. 30 moons. Convinced that I would not find thee. 30 moons of blood, pain, and murder, not in thy name, but for thine virtue. I forgive myself for now having found thee, but I cannot forgive myself for the sacrifices that I have made, nor would I expect you to. And yet I am here, Majesty, brought to you by the ring, brought to you by an oath, a promise, a covenant. Majesty, thou art heard. For so long I travelled. For so long I never imagined that I would find thee. Yet here I am. Forgive me for my appearance, and forgive me for what I have done, Majesty. In your name, men have been slain. Without your word, in your name, I travelled a land familiar yet alien. In your name, I am here, Majesty, to take you home. The Welsh were defeated. Gwent was pushed back by the men of the Marches, and your family once again rule the land, Majesty. Now is the time, thine time, to reclaim thy seed. Please do not look upon my face as it is. 'Tis your face that is a reflection of my own. Thine grace and countenance. What thou hast been through, a bargaining chip in a war that ended. If only I had reached thee sooner. Forgive my informality, Majesty, and forgive that of my tardiness and inability to be here when you needed me the most. My sworn duty to thee was folly, falling in battle but to an arrow. I heard through gossip at inns that thou had been taken captive by Powys, the ally of Gwent. Never would I think, or have thought, that they would treat thee thus. Hitherto, I swear to protect you and to do thine bidding only by thine word. And fear not, Majesty, for the denizens of this cursed place, this dungeon that they have placed you in. Every man is slain. Every man dead. For he who would layeth his hand upon thee without express permission will lose his hand, lest he be of noble blood and of arrangement. Majesty, I cannot ask that thou doth forgive me. I cannot ask that thou will allow me back into thine fold after such a grievous failure. The most I can ask of thee is clemency and thine trust to convey thee from this place home. Will that come with me, Majesty, for one last journey? It was a flesh wound that laid me down. The enemy left me for dead. I always thought of thee. The ring beholden to thee. The promise that I made to thee. One that I would never break. Thou art my kingdom, Majesty. Dost thou recall whereupon I laid a sack upon thine head, and in the blackened night marched to make a camp not far from these very woods? You and I laughed. I sang for thee, embarrassing to think of now, all these moons later, after all that we have both been through. I look upon that short time that I shared with thee, so precious to me, and I recall in my mind that I should have told thee the truth. Majesty, on that night, I didst admit to thee that I am of Welsh descent, and that there was a traitor in our midst. Majesty, I beg of thee to forgive me. 'Tis I. 'Tis I who betrayed you. And not just thou or thy family, the kingdom. 'Tis I who was assigned as a guard to thee for the purpose of delivering thee to the forces of Gwent. In an attempt to scupper arrangements. There was a de jure claim to the kingdom that I had to stop. Majesty, if it would please thee, I would take my own life, cast it into the river, and allow it to flow away, to never return, for the betrayal that I have brought upon thee. The plan was to deliver you to enemy forces, yes. But, Majesty, after spending time with thee, learning of thine ways, learning of thine character, thine grace, thine beauty, thine kindness, and thine strength of spirit, there would have been no force great enough in the world for me to have betrayed thee. Alas, alack, I would understand if thou never wished to see this wretched creature that begs before you in tattered armour and rat tails of hair and blood-stained skin. Would I understand if thou were to slay me now with mine own blade, restore thine honour and thine sovereignty? Wouldst that I would understand that thou wouldst curse my name and see it torn from the annals of history I also beg thee for forgiveness. Beg thee to believe mine word, that you are my monarch. Thou art my love. Majesty, I love thee, accepting or expecting no reciprocation. The arrow I took rendered me unable to protect thee on that night, but it did not stop my spirit from hunting thee down and saving thee from my kin. I do not expect thee to trust me. This key I give to thee. The purpose of which will one day be made clear. Thou art under no obligation to heed my word, nor forgive me for all that I have failed to do and done. But I would ask thee that one favour, to keep the key close, if there is ever danger. Majesty of mine only thought, sovereign of my heart, wouldst thou allow me to sing one last song for thee? In battles fought across the land, it takes but one man to stand for his holy love and his Saviour above is the one who looks at him. And if you savor my love with my Saviour above, it's the one who looks at him. Just rest, Majesty. We still have much of a journey ahead. Good night.
There he is. Traitor. Traitor. We'll take you in. Your Majesty.
Majesty. I did not expect thee to visit me in this place, nor would I have recommended it. At my lowest, I am a traitor to the crown. At my highest, I am a traitor to my own people. 'Tis death for me. Majesty, I do not expect thee to trust or believe me. There is one thing that I could ask of thee. Tis no small thing, though, Majesty. Wouldst thou take the key that I gave to thee and consign of it to the princess in Gwent? If thou couldst show her the key and tell of her that her brother Hamer is alive, then there may be clemency yet. Of course, Majesty, I do beseech thee with this unthinkable task. Under no obligation are you to take it, but with little recourse, Majesty, my life is forfeit, and I do not want to depart from this world. Without having shared a part of it with thee. So, Majesty, 'tis thine prerogative, 'tis thine own decision to make, whether I live or die. But if thou couldst speak with the Princess of Gwent and bring from her word to me, then clemency may befall me, and perhaps you and I, if thou wouldst even consider it, you and I could be in Wales, where I am from. The tradition is that whether man or woman or anywhere else. Thou canst be king, not queen. King. Regardless of thine race, thine creed, thine gender, thou canst be king. And I would say to my sister, the Princess Ingwind, that thou, Majesty, would make a fine king. And if it would please thee, for I would share that mantle with thee. Majesty, I recall this, for I did give it to thee, and I thank thee for the gesture. I must have been misinformed, for there were no herbs to make it more palatable. Majesty, regardless of thy decision, and regardless of what action you take, I am your knight. Until I hang, until I am slain, or until I die an old, happy man. I am thine. Forever. Goodbye, Majesty.